yesterday I dropped a video.
Actually, just
"68 years after the death of
Morning everyone. So we're just gonna do a little quick stream today. Nice little 30-minute. Gonna look at some stuff, maybe make a new deck. Got a few things to go over. But yeah, so basically I wanted to go over, we're like 20 away from, no, we're 80 away from 1,000. We finally got to Arena 17. I'm just all over the place on this screen. I'm trying to like show multiple things. I don't know why I do this. It's honestly no point for me to do this, but I thought it'd be fun. Just show like different looks at the screen. But yeah, so let's get that number up. If we can at least reach like 950, that'd be great. But that being said, let's tune into what some of my colleagues are playing here at level 17. Wow. He strikes pretty fast, that lumberjack guy. Good defense. I'm assuming hog rider here. What deck is this guy playing? Like, it looks all over the place. So which, I mean, that boulder guy can be countered by the queen. Lumberjack is basically almost solo the mini P.E.K.K.A. That is such a good electro wizard. Might have won in the game. Oh wait. Uh-oh. The other guy's panicking. He doesn't have the elixir to even. You can tell the other guy though, like, he hasn't used his. Yep. Yeah, he did a great job of holding the wait. Oh, he did a good job holding the zap. He utilized more spells. I mean, yeah, like the arrows kept in clutch, which is gonna be something to keep in mind. One thing I've noticed is I still have higher levels than most of these guys, but I do see a level 13 here and 2 evos. So let's just look at this match. Mega Knight countered by Swarm, which is really good. Obviously, he's hitting something. Really good. But he met that with Fireball. I do like Arya's deck a little bit better. Oh wait, never mind. I'm starting to see the. The reason I'm not liking Amir's too much is because the pattern you see with just like players at this level, including myself, but I do see people like the wizard more, which could be interesting. this tower here. Oh, they can defend this. Those spells I can reach though could be the two mega knights. Yeah, oh, that wasn't a good placement. But that was good predicting. Okay, so this guy uses. Oh my goodness. Yawning for no reason. So this should be a good match. I see Evo Tesla, Rocket, Crossbow 3.0, I guess. I see a few 13s in here too. Mostly 11. But I do see something that mirrors my deck a little bit, at least 4 of my 8 cards. So let's see how he uses this strategy. Yeah, don't log the thingies. I used to do that too. The 6 zap. Why would you go Hero Knight there? And he already has the crossbow in rotation. That's concerning. That was not too good to trade. It's a good swarm card until you just one shot. I wish they had they couldn't be just one shot, but then they would be completely too broken. So perhaps that's why. So I'm assuming, is this crossbow 3.0? I'm not gonna lie, this would probably be difficult to get through. Well, at least for my deck, because I play a lot of high cards. I don't know. Yeah. Like, he hasn't been able to get across the field. Like, the tornado, orange cards in, crossbow is really good. Predicting, that's crazy. He's predicted he's not let his offense cross half court one time. Good defense, but he don't got nothing to stop this now. Wow. That is just really good defense from this guy, but it might not be enough. I want to watch the end of that again.
Yay.
I think the next deck I'm going to play is gonna be something like this. The bow. Utilizing the spells more. I haven't utilized the spells.
Let's go.
rocket, GG's. Oh my. Oh, the rocket was just a second late. So these are both really good decks. Hold on. I want to go through his insight one more time. That's dope. I noticed no he didn't have any. Where was the 2-cycle cards at? Yeah, he had no 2-cycle cards. That's crazy. I like this strategy a little more though. Excuse me. Yeah, that's tower down. Like, why would you do that? How? Mega Knight is crazy because how did it? That is so crazy. Mega Knight basically stopped what should have been tower down push. Wow. That goblin spell is not good. I don't think people know how to use it either. In mid ladder. Oh my. This might be tower down. I will let that go. But he has Witch coming up, so that's gonna be a problem for him. Going in the opposite lane. Where's his evil? Anticipation. Is Necros playing?
Not a flex
I'm just getting he's invincible on Daredevil. Maybe it was me. Oh, I got it.
Think we also do these Sorio or Shadow yesterday?
I'm ult here. You can gambit ult. You can do it. Okay, maybe not fast enough.
Damage was 3, 2. one. Like, I can't find anyone. Like, they just jump around. It's Gambit though, I can't find anything.
Where's the man?
Okay.
I live.
Live. I'm on that, but you guys just live first. Fine, live. Okay.
Oh, that was so close.
Just try to get it manual. Just keep touching this. Mac, we're not touching.
I'm back at 50. That's
Yes.
my bad. I put it
Shitty ass swing.
Ends fast, no.
Hero Ice Golem. I'm going in blind, so let's see what it's about. Alright, so they're adding more hero.
My game.
Obviously.
Again.
Yeah.
Maybe dice. Nope. You missed a health pack? Yeah, I did, bro. I did. It's hard. Alright. It's hard. Not that easy to get it when you're swinging like this. When you're swinging like a maniac. Okay, chill, buddy, chill. Relax.
Wait until I'm back and I come up on those stairs. You can go.
Today, we've got the #1 rogue, which is Veswa. Oh, sorry. Whoa, hang on. What are we watching here? So the rollout of spawn is.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I still felt a little fast. It's the block shoulder slam into a shift, using it immediately so it pops the cooldown, into the E, into the slam. You should have all your cooldowns back by the time the fighting actually starts. But yeah, you just hit all your buttons other than the F1. The F1 is a 30-second cooldown, so that one's not really worth using. But it actually gives you this little bit of... Oh, you're gonna get poked out by Phoenix here. I was gonna say, but it lets you get a little aggressive and actually get onto their side early, because Rogue really, really sucks versus poke. So actually engages with the slam. Or sorry, not the slam, the shoulder slam. Into shift, and then that's it. So I think Groot gets hooked, I think, by the Bucky? Yeah, he gets hooked. Turn to help punish the Groot. Doesn't actually... Wait, actually, I think they did attempt to use the grab. Yeah, it does attempt to use the grab on him, but he gets bubbled. And just basically CCs him back into the enemy team to help punish that one early pick. I'm curious for future fights, how do you engage, though? Because, like, that one, the Bucky ends up getting something, so it's like, you know... What? Oh, just walks right past, starts diving backline. Kills the Mantis all by herself on the corner. Are they running triple over there? They are running triple. That Mantis was just really off to the side. Kills the Raccoon, too. I feel bad. When I was first playing Rogue, like the first day, there was some guy in my chat that was like, I think Rogue's a dive hero. And I was like, there's no way. Like, you have to blow all your abilities to make the character work. And they're like, no, trust. And now I feel bad because I think that guy actually was onto something. I let Lord solo tanking 2 days after she dropped. She's a lot better than people think. I don't think that's true. But she is weak. When a character like this drops and has 19 abilities, yeah, she has the potential and the tools to be good. And the day will come where she's probably going to be good. But right now, you just get value out of other stuff. Either the cooldowns are too long, or doesn't hit as hard enough to like make those cooldowns worth using. I don't think damage is the right answer though. I think you gotta give it like another like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, just to like see if maybe there's something that develops where people figure out like, oh shit, there was actually like this play style that works. That's typically the smarter, safer answer. But it's the more boring answer, realistically. Well, yeah, that's another good point. Where she has the Gambit team up. If the Gambit team up is available, she's very good. But Gambit's banned every game because that character is the most busted character in the whole game. Waiting for everybody to come back, probably. I don't know if they already all come back yet. Oh, there's the wall. Interesting, doesn't actually kill the walls. Maybe I just spend too much time shooting them or trying to kill them. When just like hit them on the way by to get value. So when Rocket Ult comes in, everyone shoots the Phoenix, but I think it's still hit because the Rocket Ult died. No, it didn't hit. It's just everyone shot the rocket ult that fast. You know, this is one of those fights where it's like, I recognize a lot of people on both teams. But even with all like their cooldown usage, like running in, getting all the attention right there, right? Like forced everybody back. I still feel like there's better picks than Rogue right now. You know what I mean? That was nice.
Should be useful, but yeah.
I think that if you get people on the flanks, like the Mantis earlier in the game, the Bucky right there, you catch those 1v1s,
like,
that's where she probably thrives the most. But not at all in like the brawly fights. The brawly fights don't go too well for her. I'm guessing staying up here or starting up here, either one gets some nice valuable info, same reason why the Groot's on his wall over there, but also maybe catch another one of those supports or DPS off angling again. Maybe the Phoenix. Oh, maybe catch him. Oh, actually setting up for the Groot ult. That's something, I'm gonna be real with you, unless you have comms in your games. And, you know, I have a newfound you know, I'm gonna let this fight first, finish it, and I'll finish my thought on that one. I think unless you have those comms coming in, you're gonna not be able to do that kind of a play too often. But it's nice to have. Also, you could be the person who comms. I've noticed more and more that people are calming less and less in ranked games. And it is actually super valuable. Interesting. I think they're gonna be able to kill through that. Yeah, they're gonna kill through that. I don't know about that ult. I was gonna say I have a newfound respect for the poor GM solo queue players. I had a rough set of games the other day, and I ended up dropping back in there for a little while. And oh my god, I think I played 25 games, and I didn't have a single game where there was actually good comms. Every comm, if it existed, was just whining and moping and people getting angry. And when there wasn't comms, everyone was just silent. And it was silent most games. I believe Rogue can only be as good as her team. Kinda. I mean, it's true and not true, right? Like every character takes skill and has skill expression. If you got pro player number 3, 4, 5, 1, you throw him in drop him in an average game, he's probably gonna know how to engage backline so much more and get tons of value, even on like a not as good character, versus someone who's playing an objectively better one. But when it's much more even, I think that's true. And if you've noticed the target priority, it's actually not a lot of times fighting frontline. It's actually kind of ignoring frontlines. Even in the beginnings of the fights, when they do engage frontlines, they're always looking to leave. Or they just walk right by them or what. At least in my own games, I found that the way to punish Rogue when she does that is like turning and shooting her. But in rank, that doesn't happen that often. That's tough. I think Groot might have just whiffed. Steals the Groot's powers. So you get the tank. You get the extra health from the Groot. Doesn't actually use the wall, though. Interesting. I wonder if the Groot wall is just not worth using. Because you don't actually get the passive from it, because you don't have Groot's passive. So, like, you don't get the extra, you don't get the CC immunity. You don't get the shield for doing damage, I believe. So maybe it's just not worth even using the wall unless you're walling them off. Alright, so this is going to be one of those fights where you're forced to poke a little bit, right? You got to walk into their tanks, but you're just going to walk right over them? Yep. Actually, just chooses not even to fight them at all. Goes straight for the rocket amp, and I think probably going to die here. Ooh, really low HP. Gets out, though. Nope, still dies in the end, but I don't think that was just one of those things. So interesting there. They're trying to go up and over the top so the ult reaches the back line, because even if you get one of the supports for even 1 second, you stop their ults from going off. In case they did have ult coming up, just because they managed to grab the invis right away, it would have stopped them from it. They don't know, though? They probably do know. They're probably ult tracking. I'm not ult tracking right now, even though I can see it at the top because I'm not mid-game, but a lot of these players are ult tracking too. But it doesn't mean you're always accurate, right? Like, you might think someone's like has ult and they're only 80 to ult or 70 to ult, or the opposite. You might think they're 70 to ult and they have it. Are they just gonna let tanks walk through then go? Or are they gonna go all the way around? JK, Daredevil goes early. That's the go button. Daredevil goes early. That's the go button. Daredevil opens the door. Rogue just kind of cleans up using all of her abilities. It does look like Rogue is much more of a dive character than a brawl character, or like even a hybrid. I don't even think Rogue can brawl at all, even though her kit looks like a brawl kit.
Yeah,
it just
not,
doesn't play that way.
I agree.
One more, same guy. So actually goes for the early engage, but has to run. Gets poked out really, really, really hard. This is where I feel like I've struggled actually a lot playing Rogue, is on these like defensive plays where you can't engage their backline and you can't brawl either. Where I've learned from this already is the best engage tool is the kick, but the best movement tool in general has been the not the shift, it's the shoulder bash. So actually invisible kind of early here on the defensive side. Wait, was it on the defensive side? So the grill in is actually pretty decent.
She gets smacked up a lot. Like,
Trying to survive the mag ults.
her defensive.
Oh my god, everyone's exploding. Jumps into the Phoenix Soul. I kind of like that play. Has their own ult. They're gonna probably look for it here. The good thing to notice from them is basically they were waiting for the mag ults and everyone else to ult dump, wait for their team to sustain in, and then also when it was running in was looking for their backline. So he actually catches the Loki here. The Loki was coming up on ult. Unless he goes the other way. He might go the other way real quick. Yeah, he went the other way. Oh, and he dies for it. Let me see. Yeah, so he backs away the opposite direction to try to build up the rest of that ult, and then just it gets killed by the Phoenix. So it actually forces the Loki to try to run from the circle to try to build ults or try to get the ult back, so that they could survive the engage. But it forces like an unfavorable position. Rogue's ult is insane. Like I do slightly worry for the day that when they do buff Rogue and she actually becomes like kind of meta, it's gonna be scary. We were talking in the previous VOD, didn't use the Groot wall. Actually used it here though, because it actually cuts their back of their team off. But they get support ulted, so it's not really gonna matter.
Look, Taylor, she can steal ult. I might have to learn her, I ain't gonna lie.
Tries to back away to survive, dies to the spam. Yeah, if you don't have your own support ult in a lot of those fights, you kind of just, what do you do? So this third point I'm actually kind of interested in, because like, how are you going to engage them here? So they are going to go up top. Lucky? Nah, I don't think that's lucky. I think it's more of... So it doesn't happen to grab the invis right away? Does she have to jump away? Oh no. Oh, she just didn't have it in time. It was close. They are engaging though that way though. Like they're engaging that hard to try to stop support ults from going off. They just didn't even have to do it that time because they were only 97. But it's still good habits. Do you know Invis shield makes it so Invis doesn't get affected by Rogue ult? Well, if you're behind the shield, yeah, I'm not surprised that because the shield's gonna block LOS. But the shield in general, what doesn't do that? I'm assuming most shields block Rogue's ult. Dude, these fights like this where everything's just chaos, Rogue must love. A good Rogue loves those types of fights because they're not getting focused very hard. And that was one of those cases where they happened to look back to not only disengage, but also saw the mag was back there, and I was like, oh. Jesus, CC. Actual CC simulator of doom and gloom. Has ult again. Jumps in the backline. I think that was another good example where they're looking for their backline to see if they can grab them with the ult to stop the ults from going off, but just didn't see him. Just didn't see the invis before the engage went off, and so it doesn't actually stop the ults from going off. I think personally, now obviously who the fuck am I critiquing the rank 1? I think in some of these fights it's probably worth waiting ulting a little bit just to see where the invis is or where their supports are. If they had looked to the right a little bit more, they might have seen that the invis was over there, and then ulting into the invis, stopping the ult might have been a better play. But I
agree. But all right, so that's going to be the end of that. I'm going to end stream here.